right, so only thing I like everything I see except for one. Frost, those NVGs are too modern, but you're not going to need them anyway because it's morning going into afternoon.
Check on 60.
Good check on 60. Hello there.
Frost
All
is
right.
on 16.
Here is your brief. So, this is a build off of the Monday op we did a while ago where VDV squads took control of Cherno Russian, whatever the heck's, basically Russian-backed insurgents, since I can't decide. And they have continued taking territory and set up a lot of bases here. Now, they're still uncomfortable with this NATO base existing. To the point, they have set up what they claim to be radar sites in the giant red circled area with the flag in it. Now, we don't know what's up with those sites for realsies because they seem to be jamming our communications, jamming satellites when they try to go over and take pictures on where those locations are specifically. And we have decided enough is enough, and we are going to discreetly take them out, which is what you guys are doing. So you're basically going to act as the local rebels. We don't even know if they're still alive, but I guess we'll find out. And you are going to take the 3 boats from the harbor and go attack the mainland, destroy what we believe to be 4 radar sites, and come back alive. Now, secondary objective that could help you out is we do know there is also an artillery position somewhere in the smaller red circle, but not specifically. We don't know where it is. You might be able to use that to coordinate with other assets to artillery those sites yourself. Also, we know where a bunch of Russian positions are. We've known those for a while because our maps are really good, and it even labels them for you. Isn't that convenient? But anyway, we know there's a buildup of Russian forces in those spots as, ammo depots or vehicle storage. And you all know how to drive all Russian vehicles, because I'm just going to make it simple for this operation. But the more noise you make, the greater they respond. That's why we're sending you in as insurgents, because if they think they're being attacked by insurgents, they'll probably send a lighter response force than holy shit NATO special forces, and then they'll use that already to blow up our airbase. Also, firing from this main, from NATO base to their territory would probably be bad, so I wouldn't recommend that T-90 unless you want, like, multiple Mi-28s to come in within 5 minutes and murder us all.
What if we murder them before they murder us?
Then the fast movers show up. Yeah, there's nothing here to watch them go in the open. There's a guy in that tower, but he's looking, at the border, not back at them, so there shouldn't be an issue there. But I'm thinking they're going to do a wide flank, getting this low ground over here, and then climb up and assault this position from the rear at an angle away from the BRDM. The issue with this attack vector is just the openness, but honestly, looking around, there isn't really any better way to assault that AO, so it makes sense. Well, look it over. They're gonna cover, Skelly's gonna cover the teams with the Fajot. Probably within striking range of that BMP-2. No, there's a hill in the way. Alright, so he's basically up there, but he can totally slam that BRDM. We're probably going to see a really cool coordinated call for that. When these infantry are ready, Skelly's going to line up that shot. We see him doing a hard turn right now to look over at what's over there. That would be interesting. And we have this team over here just reconning the sites themselves. They're going to confirm the artillery site's destruction. So yeah, I think there's a good setup here. There's a lot of good opportunity. It's just a matter of, are they going to be competent enough to get that artillery working? And that's going to be a matter of, who's down using it and if they brought proper range cards and whatnot. Because they don't know what the artillery type is. So here they are climbing up the trees on the low ground. Again, it helps keep them concealed from air assets. And it gives them a little bit of cover in case they come under contact. One potential issue, which won't be much of an issue when I think about it, is the maneuver team going around. If they're unlucky, the maneuver team will catch them out of position right there. And the combat will begin about a minute early, which can make all the difference, but they should be able to overpower that maneuver team. They're 8 strong against 3 AI. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. That KA-60 still spinning around. So when I bring in QRF, you're going to see lighter stuff first. So BRDMs, going up to BTRs and BMPs. It also depends on what I have in the area to immediately send. And then we'll start getting to some bigger assets. We might see some BTR-80 alphas, BMP3s, MI-24s going up to MI-28s. But I'll be a little quicker to send in MI-24s. It'll just be about like 15-20 minutes after first contact. And I'll probably stage them from the top right airfield. I could do the southern one too, actually. That would make more sense. We'll do it from the southern one because that's where we started with the VDV stuff in this AO. And this is supposed to be a build off of that other AO, so. Whew. Good stuff. Now we just have to be patient with the players, let them take their time to maneuver, and we should get something cool in a bit. So again, they got Outcast going up ahead. He's being the pathfinder for the group. He's also looking up in the chopper, but that might save him because it's delaying him from finding these 3 maneuver guys. This is probably where first contact's going to be. Even though they're in a forested area, there's not a lot of concealment. There it is. Yep.
Bravo, going up.
All right, 121.30 was the official call there. That BRDM is going to adjust. This team is going to immediately go see what's up. Have those guys quickly pull back. Chopper, it's going to take him a few minutes for him to get radioed in. He'll start going around this AO. I think Outcast is just being shot up by Yanni there. So those guys were taken out. Excuse me.
On the ground.
Let's see. Larry's pulling security right now. Gonna give it another 30 seconds, and that KA-60 is gonna break off and start scouting out that area. 14.5 millimeter going down. I think just shot Yanni dead. Yep. They've got Joe with AT set up. He's trying to get a little close to this BRDM.
Different fin.
Gonna have a good shot.
Oh shit. Back left.
And the shot rains over. And the shot also rains over. That's a hit. Crew's gonna start trying to bail out.
Let's stop firing. Maybe dismounts. Dismounts.
So we got Outcast, Gianni, and Joe. I'm trying to have this SL. If he has a smoke, I'll pull that back. Another minute or so, I'll start mobilizing a squad to go up. Other BRDM is going to go up to the crossroads. Hey, Loster, how you doing? And I don't like how these two guys are running out in that direction. I want them to instead be defensive over here. And you're still... Where are you going? VCOM, taking my units and ignoring my orders. But they got 3 men down over on the right side. Finn's bandaging himself. So again, Skelly, he could take the shot. I'm not sure if it's effective up to about 2 clicks. It should be, though. And we still got 3 people bleeding out on the right. No one's gone up to do medical yet. I think they're trying to make sure that people have died. Excuse me, they've killed their enemies. Again, I'm trying to get the AI to run back. And then probably at 126, I'll start setting up a BTR group to head over. I think by now I'm also going to send this BRDM down. We're going to go secure this area. That's where I'm going to get my dismounts in. And now people are going KIA. That's kind of surprising. I was expecting people to get... Usually they're a lot more on top of their casualties. But they're not...
Others.
So it looks like Finn might be able to get to Outcast in time. But it's going to be close because the other 2 just died and he was the 3rd one killed off. So he's only got like 30 seconds left unless Finn can stop the bleeding real quick. So temp pushed out on the open here. Again, this is the issue with this position. The issue though is this BRDM. If it turns right, and the RPG went over again. So they took out the KA-60, which is good, but... Yeah, the BRDMs are their bane today, because they, that's the 3rd RPG shot that went over. So Finn's pulling back. Prozzy might start working on the other guy. These 3 guys are down. Wow. This did not go according to plan at all. I don't know. I've thrown a lot more at these guys in the past. I think the biggest issue right now is a miscommunication, not noticing they had 3 dudes down and said they left them for dead. And then 3 missed RPG shots. It's just a bad day, yeah. So you got Finn and Prozzy pulling out of that area. It has been that minute. I'm going to set up that BTR 80. Again, just a regular BTR 80. And we're going to put a squad on it. And that's going to be our dismount point. And then I'm going to have them kind of go through the same forested area. Yeah, no, BRDM's pushed up. Have this guy go out and work with them. But, yeah, now it's going to fall to these 4 guys to get the AO done. That's... Jeez. Yeah, No, so, Yanni, 2 shots went over this one, and then 3rd shot finally hit. Crew dismounted, and then this one was on the road, shot went over it, and we're talking, like, very close, like within a meter, but it still went over, and then it blasted these guys. Because what ended up happening was a maneuver team that was patrolling around came into contact with Outcast and engaged. They got taken out. People pushed up. BRDM came up to support one of the 3 maneuver guys that were pulling back. I think this is him, actually. Or he's part of the other maneuver team that came around. But yeah, 2 missed AT shots. This thing killed you, Outcast, and Joe because of those missed AT shots. They finally get the RPG on it. They kill the dismounts. No one goes to check how the unconscious people are doing. 3 more guys come up. Other BRDM from over here pushed up with a maneuver team. Maneuver team gets killed over here. BRDM is looking the other way. I was thinking Skelly was going to AT it, so I kept the BRDM for there, you know, to give them ample opportunity to hit it. But nothing happened. So these guys pushed up, and then Alex and another guy skylined on this BRDM. And pulled out AT, but the BRDM started turning its gun, and then I think it was Alex that whiffed the shot. And then it just turned around and shot, so now I pulled the BRDM over here, and now you have Finn and Prozzy falling back. Yeah, Prozzy's right next to... This BRDM is from... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna... Mercy rule. Mercy rule. Mercy rule. And you haven't... Okay. Like, shouldn't they be in the AO by now? But... Yeah, so this VRDM is from... this base down here. And this Vic does not want to fucking go. And then, you know, this is a BTR with another squad. Again, I was being very light with these units. But, yeah, nah, it's been pretty deadly. Let it kill him? Alright, fine. C'est la vie. I mean, so the gunner reacted like, when the infantry come here to dismount, they're gonna go check over here. Like, that's the first place they're gonna go look. Alright, so now I think this Vic is going on the route, just taking his sweet time, because he's going uphill in a BTR 80, which doesn't have the best traction. So I thought, because Skelly was up here with the Fajat, that he was going to, like, blow up the VRDM that killed most of you guys. Like, because he's got a really good firing line. The original BRDM was right here, the second one was right there, and I would have parked it right here because, you know, seeing that one blow up, and then he would have been able to hit that one too, so... I don't know, I thought we were going to see some really cool long-range AT shots. Maybe he's lining up a shot on this one. They blew up the KA-60, which is cool, I guess. I mean, I'm going to send VDV there in a bit, but... we still have, like, another 10 minutes. Oh, there's Prozzy. Gunned down by the 14.5 on that Vic. I don't have anyone to afford sending over there, but I will set up the other BRDM, and we'll try to, you know, figure things out. But that squad's going to dismount there, and there you go. Yeah, I mean, again, just don't fuck around when we're setting up the mission. Like, I don't know why people do that. So these guys got aggro, and I'm going to claim they're just aggro based off of, you know, reports of stuff. I'm not going to fault the guys up there until we actually start seeing people get shot. But yeah, no, I'm gonna put a message out to all T3s saying I'm gonna start removing people from T3 if they're fucking around in the T3 ops. Because I'm kind of done at this point, you know? Alright, go check that out. What's that smell? I think my mother came and started on the soup already. Well, at least I'll get some nice soup after this. What's the dismount hotkey? You select something and hit G. And I do that when the transport unload doesn't work. Hell, I did that before I knew that transport upload on here was a thing. So Finn, the best thing for him is going to be to either link up with other forces or just get back to the boat. But yeah, I mean, so nothing serious happened here. This is kind of just standard operating procedure. They think they just killed a bunch of insurgents, so. I'm not gonna medic anyone today though, so. That thing does not want to move on its own. Make yourself some apple pie? Yeah, that sounds good, man. So let's see, these guys got engaged. Oh, is this the squad? Yeah, so this is a patrol squad going across all 4 AOs, so more unlucky. Because it happens to be right here where the players are, so they started shooting at dudes. But yeah, no, these guys are gonna call off the VDV saying, hey, we got it, it's taken care of. So we've got reports of insurgents up there. Let's bring the BRDM from this sector. I'm not gonna bring these guys up. Actually, no, we'll send the squad over here as well. Because we just had 2 insurgent attacks close together. Finn's marking his position, but there's no one to go up with him, so...
Of our hill?
I mean, they got a good mix of AT and AA, but do they have any explosive charges to destroy that? Maybe Finn will have some explosives right up to the north and meet up with them. It's a good hit. I mean, we do see a damaged texture now on it. But they're gonna need to, Oh, shit! Nice! That was great! More of that! It was good. I don't think Frost is still alive, though. No, okay, no, those 14.5 missed. This guy, right, though... Ooh, nice headshot right there. So yeah, one of them just got shot up a bit, though. They need to disengage. But that was great! Now they just have to go to the other 3 sites and do it. I wonder if Skelly could blow it up with the Fajot launcher. There's Prozzy bleeding out. But that right there, since this is part of a super special program, that's going to make the VDV timer start again. So, what is it? 38. They were already spooling up because of the other thing, so I'll have them in about like 8 to 10 minutes, give or take. Because again, it's not just the radar site, it's also something special with it that's causing things to get jammed and whatnot.
Stone.
So we're going to see a lot of single unit tactics at this point.
How are you not dying?
The armor's still tanking.
Well, we have to fucking get this.
So I will also say this, it is Russian armor versus Russian body armor, because I implored them to, you know...
bleeding, doesn't matter.
do Russian stuff, and their base Russian armor was also one of the OP ones, but I still wanted to give them an advantage in this AO. So if we were to go to mission and go to medical, we're at 1 to 3.5. So the players themselves are actually pretty tanky compared to the Russian AI, since they're both wearing Russian gear, but, you know, they're also using older types of ammo, older guns, compared to the Russian forces. Because we have a Galil, which is 5.56.
Where's the other one?
Do we need a
One of them, so Galil has that, that's why. And then we've got two
Between the rocks.
older M4 models, because I didn't want them to hold newer ones, so. Alright, by now that BTR would start coming over based on that thing blowing up, so let's get that fielded in. And then we're gonna put up some 24s with VDV to go check things out over there. No, Don, you gotta delete this VOD because people were playing with the Fajot launchers and someone called it what it really was, and you know how twitchy Twitch is with that word, because that's the word they used to ban me for a month, so we have to censor ourselves because Twitch is the ultimate censor. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, I know, Alex. You got caught between a rock and a hard place. You had 3 dudes down. You were against. You had the numbers advantage, then you lost it. Because 3 guys went down because there were 2 missed RPGs on this thing, which bought the BRDM and another like 30 seconds to take 3 dudes out. And then you pushed. Other BRDM was here, missed the AT. It turns around, and kills you all. It's understandable. What about YouTube? YouTube doesn't care. Thank God for that. They'll just, you know, destroy your ad revenue, but I don't have to care about that, thankfully, because I have multiple ways of making money. So I can still have the roof over my head. Oh, that's fine, Alex. I mean, just to go on the topic, I'm sorry to keep us going, but I personally hate the RPG-26 because that's the top launcher where I always, if the target is too close, I always misrange it personally. Because you have to take it from the top of the slot and actually like go into the 50 range with Shift K or whatever button you use to change your optics. But I hate those because it tunnel visions me so hard. So then I have a brief moment where I can't find what I'm shooting at. Usually in that brief moment I go down, so I try to whiff it, and that just gets me killed instead because I miss. Alright, let's get the VDV guys ready. Still got 4 minutes to send them, but I want them to be set up. Helicopters, let's do a P because that has the chin gun. No, it has a sideways gun. I want to do the chin gun because that's better than the autocannon, so that would be a V. And then we're going to do a squad, which is 8 men. Cool. Now I'm going to put them in there. And now this is something I can copy and paste. I'll set the pilot and gunner to careless hold fire at first, because I want them to do some scouting out, but if they get shot at or they blatantly see enemies, then I'll tell them to go aggro, but otherwise the whole goal will be to land them somewhere and then make them go aggro. The MI-24P is bugged at the moment. Yes, there is an MI-24P that's from TSB Assets that has no ammo. I know about that one. But this one's perfectly fine. The gunner can only control the fabs dropping. The driver has control of everything else. Okay, maybe it is bugged. I don't know. But yeah, I was hitting F to cycle weapons, and it was just saying that. So that was kind of interesting. Hope that came up client side instead of server side, because otherwise they'd all see that, and they're probably wondering why I'm spying a bunch of FAB 250s, which they should know are bombs. Who knows? It was an issue of it being invisible outside of 800 meters. Interesting.
Ожидаю ваших приказов.
You're right. That's weird. So watch. You see the other two? Now watch that. Right above my mouse. It fucking disappears. But the other two are there. That is... It's like the fucking dual ZPU in Unsun. That if you go more than 20 meters away from it, it disappears. So yeah, that's... weird. I got one more minute, we'll use the models that work. It's a real stealth helicopter. Yeah, right, Nemesis. Real stealth technology right there. So if the other radar site gets hit, I'm going to reinforce the other two. We're going to put guys up on the hills. We're going to lock that down. Well, no, the fixed mounted gun is that just 14.5 millimeter, or is it like actual? I thought it was an autocannon of some sort, like a side mounted 20 millimeter. Yeah, the Ruskies have optical camo. Wait, no, they were up here. My bad. That was a little mad of me. I completely forgot where they were. Yeah, patrol's still going, but they're sending things out and about. But I will be adjusting that. So again, he should be, yep, careless hold fire. 3:46 p.m. Gotta be somewhere in 45 minutes, but that should be a-okay. BMP-2 pulled out on some rocks. Just aggroed. Interesting enough. Finn could technically infiltrate this base and steal a BMP-2. If he's good enough. I've seen him do some crazy shit, though, so never say never. And... let's see. I'm willing to bet these guys are going to try to get another Overwatch vector and take out that site again, but the question is, do they have enough RPGs to do it? I don't see Frost reloading that one, but he does have a big enough backpack to have more RPGs. But it's still debatable. Alright. And I got a brine turkey legs tonight. Had a timer go off to tell me because they expire in a few days. Yeah, no, I like what Skelly has for all of his AT, but it's kind of useless if he doesn't use it, you know what I mean? There's a 24 flying over. Now, these guys on the ground over here, I'm actually going to have them pop like a smoke grenade up here to mark an LZ. Simple. Make sure you don't grab the cup one, because the cup one's buggy. Grab it from signs. Transport, unload, and then he'll go over and land. Hold up, wave off, wave off. He's gonna be on a net right now. It's gonna go, hey, we just took contact, blah, blah, blah. All units respond, blah, 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 blah. We don't know exactly where those RPGs are, though. We got, like, only a guess.
Выполняю.
Alright.
Понял вас.
Go in combat. All vehicles, everything go respond ASAP. We're gonna follow those tracers.
Вас понял. Вас понял.
Here, actually, what we're gonna do is do a bit of a flyby first. But then we're going to have them quickly drop off the groups right there. And then we'll have the helicopter go scout as the VDV come around. Risky, because the AT just came down. We have a maneuver team up there looking, so they're going to trust in the Overwatch. Also, I do need to put up a lot of VODs soon, so... So far, so good. I'm gonna respawn this guy, because he's,
Понял.
not moving where I want him to. But yeah, no, we're gonna make plans. By 2 o'clock, I'm gonna be sending units around to fortify.
Уже в пути.
Yeah, so we're gonna go up to where this maneuver team guy is and check out these woods here. And these are VDV, so you know, nice little extra detail.
Выполняю.
So yeah, MI-24 is angry, and her little little offspring there are also gonna come play. I'll try to get this VOD ASAP up by the end of the day, Alex. How about that?
Уже в пути. Понял.
But yeah, we're trying to check the outer ridge lines here, and then we'll go around, so.
Уже в пути.
They're gonna go one direction, these guys are gonna go another, because there's a lot of hills for them to cover.
Выполняю.
Actually, no, BRDM would be better suited going up there. BTR, I'm gonna have pull back and pull security. Ooh, VDV just pulled away as... They might just aggroed on something, too. Is they're combat related, so I think they did see something. Alright, I'm gonna have them go cover the BRDM. Maneuver team, they're aggroed, so I'm gonna have to go send them to where they last saw that contact. So Finn is still trying to attack this spot. Nice. I think at this point, let's see, BTR, I'm gonna quickly respawn because it wasn't following my orders. I'm gonna have them come into here,
Понял вас.
that BRDM go up there, and
Уже в пути. Уже в пути.
we'll keep that one on the hill in the back. Hold up, these guys have contact spotted.
Выполняю. Уже в пути. Вас понял.
They're gonna radio to their helicopter.
Уже в пути.
Geez, for 90, 35, 50, 50, these guys are actually being pretty good spotters here. But then again, with that helicopter, it does make sense. Karn's getting the Igla out. Trying to set the vehicle on the high ground here. It doesn't want to fully respond. Ooh, I thought it got evaded. Nope. All right, we're RTB. We're RTB.
Выполняю.
Yeah, anti-torque is completely out. IRL, I've seen what an Igla does to an Mi-24. It doesn't just take the tail rotor out, completely takes out that whole tail fin. And without that, the helicopter quickly just kind of collapses on itself.
Выполняю.
There's the second shot going. Yeah, so that thing's going to be completely out of commission for the AO, and these guys are going to be a lot more cautious about sending QRF over and around. I'm going to push that BTR around.
Выполняю.
Maneuver teams are going to get up on that side. In that, 5 minutes of units mobilized, and I'm also going to prep additional forces. We got bases over here where I can send them from. Skelly's position is in a bit of trouble here because I'm going to have these guys kind of combing up here for the next bit of contact. These guys can immediately run over and lose the Russians down in the low ground as long as they're quick enough. I think they're triple timing. No, they're not. They're double timing.
The issue right now is we don't have the fucking AT anymore to take out the next radar.
Alright, so the issue is, as to just say in case you missed it, they don't have the AT to destroy that radar. They also don't know I'm reinforcing them in a bit, but...
Понял вас. Вас понял. Все ясно. Уже в пути.
Yeah, this maneuver team's also running around willy-nilly.
Уже в пути.
Push that BRDM back there.
Вас понял.
And then we got this squad. Hold up, Skelly just took contact.
Понял.
So I'm gonna fold over here where they had the gunshots.
Вас понял.
He just took a hit. Skelly's trying to grab it and pull away. Again, this BTR not really wanting to follow my orders, so I'm going to replace it. Because I wanted it to basically come up there to overwatch. Alright, so I'm going to start prepping the QRF here. I'm thinking, we're just going to do transport trucks. Actually, hell, we can just use gases. So we're going to claim there was a third gas here. And now what I can do is go to MSV, Infantry, take a squad.
Готов. Ожидаю указаний. Жду.
Now what are we going to do? We're going to send one over here.
Понял вас.
We're going to send one down here.
Уже в пути.
And logically, they've just blew that up. They just blew that up. If they're going clockwise, we're going to think that they're
Уже в пути.
going over there. So I'm going to try to put them as a blocking position to find them. So we have this BRDM pursuing here.
Уже в пути.
We're going to send our forces around. PCML just came in. Don't know if that was a hit or not. Doesn't look like it.
Понял. Выполняю.
But I'm gonna quickly grab that driver and drive out here because they did just take an AT shot of some sort. So we'll open the shield. He's gonna pull out. We're gonna get the proper infantry screen to come in now. Get him circled around. Alright, so these guys, I'm not seeing any bandages down, so I'm not sure if any of those shots hit. They're aiming at Karn, that's why. And now we have those 3 Gazes coming in with about 7 guys each. Also gonna delete some of the bodies here. Keep the statics there, but I mean, at this point, let's get these guys and have them go to a Russian base to report in on. Here, this group, I actually would want to go over there as well. Here, actually, yeah, are those trucks doable? We'll have, yeah, we'll have the trucks be driven back. How's Finn? Finn just got shot to death by a BTR-80. Which I didn't tell to go over there. Huh. That 80 was back here somewhere. I forget specifically where, but it deployed troops, and how did it go? I think this is Arma VCOM AI just being VCOM AI, but weird. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, but I wanted to keep it on the road, right? Like, so, you know, it's a weird angle, because why is it, like, if it came from here, then it would be turned the other way, you know? So why is it at that angle? And you got Skelly repositioning. But yeah, I haven't RC'd anything for this op. I've just been letting the low amount of AI play out, and then we got this big group. I don't know, Alex. I know VCOM can sometimes go super cray-cray and go, like, hunt down things on their own, but who knows? I'm gonna have these 2 trucks actually brought back to the main base. That way I can use it to, bring in QRF if I need it. Welcome back, Stormwolf. See, but the real trick now is, let's see, they've got this RPG.
Firing.
So they blew up one of the perimeter fences, but nothing else happened. Here, I actually like that being there. Can I tell the maneuver team? Which one of these guys is a maneuver team? Yeah, let's keep the maneuver team up with that BTR. BRDM, I'm gonna have come around. This is also right when the QRF's coming, too. So here, I'm gonna fix this guy. God, I have no idea how his AI pattern's gonna work here, but I'm gonna send him alone to try to cut off the guys moving. We're gonna send those guys around. And then that car is still moving as well. So the RPGs, there's a wall, a HESCO wall right here that's now gone because they both hit the HESCOs. So there wouldn't be any electronic damage. So Karn is now running off. I feel similar to the last, whatchamacallit, the last Finnish campaign, AO, where everyone kind of ran off, you know? On their own vectors. That's what this feels like right now to me. It'd be viable to get the boat and leave at this point. No, yeah, I'm probably gonna skip the debrief for this one. Because I also have to do some admin stuff. Nem, I'm not sure if we'll have the time to talk, because DND starts in 25 minutes and it's a boss fight.
Or punch yourself.
That is not the route I wanted you to take. But we'll go for it. Hell, how's the BMP2 doing? Alright, it's actually crawling over. So he's hitting this. I'm gonna show a little bit of movement here. That's not the movement I wanted to show, but okay. Yeah, it's also the one that I didn't want to get utilized there, but he's aiming for this one thinking it's an objective, but yeah. That's the one error I gave. I gave him intel that was misleading because I forgot that this could move. So I sold him 3 mobile, 1 static, and then I looked and it was actually moving. I'm like, ah, shit. Because I didn't want him to get confused about this one, but I made it worse. And that's just, again, my fault. So these 2 guys are down. Ooh. Alright, at this point with 2 people alive, I'm gonna call him the MI-28. We're gonna wrap this up.
Готов. Вас понял.
How many players at start? 13 or 14. 2 left alive currently. And again, I will not be streaming debrief. Wonder if Karn's gonna go for the boat and pull out of here, in which case he might get shot. Oh, he's definitely gonna get shot, if not by the 28, then by the BRDM that decided it wanted to go for a swim. Overall, I did like the plan the players had, though. They had a working plan, and they had a really good improv plan, and it worked. They still got half of the objective done, despite taking heavy losses. So it worked out pretty well for them, I will say.
Понял. Уже в пути. Все ясно. Вас понял.
Why do we have a random transport truck? Okay. He's still at Iglas.
Понял.
That one got flared off. This helicopter survived, and I would assume he safely landed. No, good on Karn there. He's making me piss off with that, but
Все ясно.
I mean that I am leaving the AO sort of trend, but let's now
Вас
go
понял.
take a guess where he is. Go from there. I think that's the fastest I've seen a BMP move, but I think it just rolled down the hill instead. Skelly's gonna blindly probably find that truck just chilling there. And Karn, I think, is going for the boat. Probably looking at his map.
Все ясно. Понял.
Yeah, so I'm sending that team up there. Yeah, so there's Skilly killing the driver of that one. I don't know why he wasn't able to drive on the road like the other guy was, but who the hell knows at this point? Yeah, I don't see Karn getting out of here with the frickin' BTR right here and the, Why'd you just turn your gun all the way to the right? Is it because Skelly got in the Vic for a second? No, he's not in the Vic. He just got in the Vic. That's weird. Ghosts. Yeah, with all the infantry, he's gonna have a very tough drive here. Still possible, but not likely to succeed. Oh! I think Skelly used what remained in his Fajot to blow that position up. So, no, that's great. Yeah, 3 out of 4 is a pretty good job done there. Karn, I think, is using Ace and Rack to push the boat out.
I can pick you up.
Karn saying he's going to try to pick Skelly up because they still have radio contact with each other. Why doesn't whip his AT out? Now here's the real question. Wow.
Аквалангист. Корабль 600 метров, курс 165. Противник! 2. Огонь по кораблю. Юг. 3. Огонь по кораблю. Юг.
Alright. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to call it here. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. We'll be back tomorrow with stuff. Cheers. Have a good one.